And now Jesus is about to have a quiet moment with the disciples, and he's going to say, who do people say that I am? And of course, the answer is going to be John the Baptist. And others say Elijah. And some say the prophets of old, that they have risen. Everybody has to decide for themselves what they're going to do with Jesus. He has no grandchildren. Jesus is personal and intimate to every individual that he created for himself. Jesus comes in close, and there will be no man or no woman that will stand before the judgment seat of God that will ever be given the opportunity to say, I didn't know, I didn't understand, because Romans chapter 1 says you should be able to look up, see all of creation, recognize the stars in heaven and the sun that comes out, the moon by night, and say to yourself, this didn't happen by accident. The most difficult thing I have ever experienced in my life is twofold when it comes to following Jesus. One is his silence, and the other is his allowance of suffering.
Time is in his hands, beginning and the end, beginning and the end. The God and free in one.
I want to tell you that one of the things that is critical to Jesus is the cost of discipleship. And he's about to say something that's absolutely shocking.
The Lion and the Lamb, how great is
Now here's what he says to the crowds who want him to feed them again, who want him to heal them again. He says, if anybody would come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me.
You're the name above all names. You are worthy of all praise.
Now by the time Jesus says this, all the crowds are going to diminish. They're going to leave him. Jesus is going to look at everybody and he's going to say, are you going to leave me too?
You're the name above all names, and you are worthy of
The only word that I wrote down for today's message was cost.
sing. How great is our God.
It is impossible to call Jesus your Savior while not calling him your Lord. So the commands of the Bible are to come into view. And when you come to Jesus, all of a sudden, the tastes that tasted so good in the world are to start to lose their flavor.
Sing, how great is our God. How great is our God.
When Jesus transforms you, you no longer have a heartbeat for what matters most to you, what matters most to even those who love you, but matters most to what it is that he commands of you.
How great is our God. Sing with
Jesus is declaring that everything about who you are is to love everything about who he is, that he is the goal of all of creation, and that the one single thing you are to want and to need more than breath itself is, I want to know this Jesus, and I want to make him known.